say this over and over, but when you think about Vietnamese coffee, you think about going to a pho restaurant to get it. So we were wanting to spotlight that.
The reason we specifically went into coffee is because I think representation was one of the things that really spoke out to us. There's not really representation with Vietnamese coffee in general, especially with Vietnam being like the second largest producer of coffee in the world. I think that is definitely something that really spoke to us, was the idea of like going into something that had meaning behind it more so than something that we just wanted to pick.
I feel like having us wanting to do fashion originally really translated well whenever we went into coffee, even though it was something that none of us had experience in. We had the brand in our minds, we had what we envisioned tea to be, and the stylistic choices, the aesthetics, the kind of modern take on what Vietnamese coffee is now, I feel like really translates in our background in fashion initially.
Vespid beans are sourced directly from Vietnam, but then we roast them here in America, specifically Philly. Shout out to our coffee roaster, Cafe Roasters in Philly. Love their flavor profiles when it comes to their roast of coffee beans. Oh my gosh, so we each bring something different to the business. You know, Shamnik, she's our creative director. When it comes to the social media and marketing side of things and the branding, that's all Sham. Website, she's the arts form of the coffee shop. Chastity, super hands-on. She loves to pay attention to detail and bring about organization to the business, which is much needed because I am so messy. But you know, that's why we all balance each other out and we're able to work together because we each bring something different. Look at these girls. Look at my girls. Come out here. And we have Judy. Judy and Anna.
I think when it comes to concepts though, it really comes from like our creative backgrounds and our
And even before anime though, we did a lot of research and development.
Yeah.
We scoped out all the different Vietnamese street foods, just whatever was along the streets of Vietnam, which was a lot. There's like a lot of different desserts, a lot of drinks, and we wanted to bring that and kind of like either tweak it a little or make it to our own innovative drink. For example, the lychee soda. You know, lychee is a good Southeast Asian tropical fruit, and we were wondering like how can we incorporate this into a drink, and then I don't know, we
well, I think first and foremost, going into any concept, one of our biggest values is staying true to our Vietnamese culture. So always choosing flavors, ingredients, recipes that still tie back to Vietnam. So even if we are doing these anime events, when we create our menus, we're always trying to be creative with Vietnamese ingredients. So to stay true to Vietnamese background and all that, instead of, you know, grabbing like trendy concepts that are happening. So it's definitely the first step in any like creative menu that we're creating, like concepts. Anytime we go into a concept, it's always like, okay, what kind of Vietnamese ingredients, recipes have we not used yet, and how can we be creative with it? It's definitely the first step. And I think Vietnamese cuisine offers so many different flavors, really unique flavor profiles, you know, combinations of recipes and all that, that we can make so many drinks with it and like always have ideas.
the community has been there during your guys' worst time as a family, which happened recently. How was that, knowing that the community has been there as well from the very beginning of that ordeal to now?
Having patience for us, especially when we're not constantly doing events or doing extensive measures to make sure that people are coming in, like being patient that the demand that our customers want from us will come, but also we're human and we have lives as well, and also having that work-life balance. Sometimes we do need to step away from the shop, so honestly being in store all the time was something that brought a lot of people in, but all three of us being able to take time to ourselves and focus on our lives and still have a supporting community has been like it was one less thing off of our shoulders that we didn't have to worry about.
Is the support, the silent support, without being, oh, I just came in today. Our regulars just come in, even knowing that we're not there, is something we really appreciate. It's just reassuring to know there is people behind us that are always going to be pushing us up.
Something with that, I've been talking about it recently, is like how inspiring we've been. I see it in our community, I see it in the people who come in. They are genuinely inspired by what we're doing, and I think sparking that kind of creativity in Denver especially, it's pretty fun.
It's something mutual too. We gain inspiration from everyone.
Absolutely.
It's definitely mutual.
Art, since we love doing art installations, there's a lot that we're able to encompass. Just having this tiny little spot on the block and just creating a good culture that everyone can relate the different aspects to. I love to see.
That's a really good one.
I was actually stressing a little. I was like, chose really good ones. So
Yeah,
oh, wait,
culture has been really good ones.
Like culture in and of
We have
itself.
like a culture
it's
in
like our
ourselves.
own culture. It's
Yeah.
not
A lot of moving
it's
parts,
not
exactly.
judged,
Yeah,
it's literally
where everyone
just-
brings their own little cultures into
Yeah.
one thing.
Exactly.
Second shot coming up.
Fingers crossed.
There's a lot we
Yeah.